Ahoy there, mateys! The Gentleman Pirate here once again to answer your piratical queries. It's been a few weeks since you've heard from me. Well, the last couple of questions I received at GenCon in Indianapolis were what we sailors call a doozy. I had to wait until the great ship Matanza pulled into a port with a proper library in order to perform the research necessary to answer them. Our first question comes from Mr. Cameron. Let's take a listen.
My name is Doug Cameron. I have a question for the Gentleman Pirate. In old pirate slang, what did a pink refer to?
Mr. Cameron, there were actually two different ships at this time called a pink. I mention them both because they be strangely similar despite their distinct origins. The first ship was an Italian vessel that had been used in the Mediterranean. It be flat-bottomed with a narrow hull and was primarily a cargo ship. The name was a deviation from the Italian word pinco. The second ship, and the one that pertains to your query, was a Dutch vessel used in the Atlantic spelled P-I-N-C-K-E. This pink be also flat-bottomed. They were handy in shallow waters, coral reefs, rivers, and streams. It be fast and maneuverable, making it a handy ship for any pirate's inland raid. Our next question comes from Britta, also at GenCon. This here be the darkest and most difficult of queries I've ever been put on, and it certainly be a subject most pirates avoid. I spent many an hour trying to find the right answers, and still I be not sure if I has it right. Let's listen.
Hi, I'm Britta. I'm from Denver, and I'd like to know who was the last pirate to be executed for piracy by the Crown of England.
Britta, first off, in England there be a notorious spot known for hanging of pirates. It be known as Wapping. Normal folk be hung in Tyburn, as noted in this here dark poetry by Samuel Rowland. For though pirates exempted be from fatal Tyburn's withered tree, they have an harbour to arrive called Wapping, where as ill they thrive, as those that ride up Holborn Hill and at the gallows make their will. The last pirates to hang at Execution Dock in Wapping were George Davis and William Watts on the 16th of December 1830. However, they were not the last pirates hung by the Crown. On February 22nd, 1864, 5 men danced with Jack Ketch at Newgate for piracy and murder. They've been known as the Flowery Land Pirates. Their names be Francisco Blanco, Ambrosio Dorano, Miguel Lopez, Marcos Vartos, and John Lyons. Here be an excerpt from a poem written about their deeds and fate. Is there set one spark of pity for 5 poor unhappy men, doomed alas in London city, on a tree their lives to end? The dreadful crime which they committed on the raging stormy sea, by every one must be admitted, they each deserve to punished be. 5 poor unhappy sailors on the drop did trembling stand, and their lives did pay a forfeit for their deeds on board the Flowery Land. So there you go, my answers to your queries, right or not. Hopefully next time things will be a bit more light-hearted. On a side note, capital punishment for piracy been ended in England on July 31st, 1998 by the Criminal Justice Bill. Oh, and if you didn't know, to dance with Jack Ketch means to hang. Remember, mateys, if you have a question that be needing an answer, fire off an email to info@rootjack.com. Be sure to include your name and address, so if your question be picked, and ye be in the continental US, the Voodoo crew will send you 2 handsome bottles of RootJack, a fine bit of treasure indeed. Until next time, this be First Mate Howitzer, the Gentleman Pirate. Aye, that'd be a wonderful theme.
Do you wanna be a pirate? See a buried treasure. Live your life of pleasure.